Hi everyone, today I'm working on a Hyundai iX35 and the customer concern is the car will stall in traffic and after it's stalling it will take about 5 to 10 seconds to actually restart the car. So let's see if we can confirm this now. Got ignition on and let's crank it. You see now it started straight away, not the slightest problem. So we're gonna scan for fault codes and we will see what we will find. Let's see what fault codes we've got stored in, if there is any. But I think there'll be a crankshaft sensor position there for fault. So let's go. Where is it? And so 2013. Let's go engine, let's click that and let's do codes. Exactly like I suspected, crankshaft position sensor, no signal. Alright, so let's put a scope on and let's see how the signal looks like, and I want to see when it stalls if the signals will fail on the crank sensor, and let's go from there, just to make 100% sure that the crankshaft position sensor is the fault. So now let's wait and see if it will stall in the next 2-3 minutes, because I think it will. So I've driven the car, made sure it is warm. You can see the temperature there, it's above 80 degrees. So let's wait and see if it will actually stall. Well, I just put a screen recording on top of this image, so you can see the crank sensor and the cam sensor as they actually work while we're waiting for the fault to occur. You can see on the top that the two signal wires of the crank sensor, which is an inductive sensor, and the camshaft, which is a Hall effect sensor. So hopefully it will fail soon. As you can see, it did stall straight away. Well, not quite straight away, but it did stall. So now let's try to restart it. Try again. You can see there's no RPM, and then it will start, but without any kind of RPM showing on the little gauge. Let's have a look at this waveform. Let's zoom out completely, and then let's zoom in the area where the engine has stalled, and the two signals on the top are the both wires of the crank sensor, and the bottom one is the cam sensor. And you can see when the crank sensor has failed, the cam sensor was still showing a signal. So it's time to check the crank sensor. Let's check his resistance and the go. So I back brought the signal there, and I have disconnected the ECM. So now you can see start as open circuit, and then when it's cooling down, the resistance is starting to shift all around the place. A good sensor should have somewhere between 200 ohms and 1000 ohms, but ours, as you can see, is reading 6 mega ohms and is fluctuating all over the place. And the more we're gonna let it, most likely it will go very close to 1000 of ohms, as the car was intermittently showing no RPM on the dash. So you can see it's all that 1.1 kilo, so that's very close to the actually a 1000 ohms. So let's replace this crank sensor, and let's go and rotate it and see how it goes. road test the vehicle now after replacing the crankshaft. Did about, say, about maybe 30 miles. Engine is definitely hot. The engine runs beautiful now. It doesn't stall anymore. So I find this video useful, and I will see you on my next video.